Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the TomTalks podcast. Episode number 8. Can't believe we made it 8 weeks in a row. Fucking wild. Uh, Loss, I was supposed to do it. I was going to do it last night, but I was not feeling 100%. So I took a nap and then I ended up streaming with my cousins, David and Matt. Check them out at Dr. Biddle, DRBIDDLE, all one word. They are fun. We are a fun bunch. All we do is we stream different games and we talk a bunch of shit. So listen to a bunch of mad lads. Uh, Listen to us mad lads over there, at Dr. Biddle on Twitch.tv. So so after that, this week has been a pretty wild week. I watched a lot of things over the past week, and I wanted to talk about a couple of things. First thing I want to talk about was the Gina Carano interview with Ben Shapiro. I found that to be very, what's the word? I want to say mind blowing. I think mind blowing would be the best word to describe the whole situation. Uh, if you listened to last week, Matt and I a lot, talked about the situation, and although he feels like that I mean, I understand where he's coming from. Like, if you're a part of a company and you listen and you fucking listen to the mob. Like, I feel like you're listening to the outrage mob. Like the 1% of people who are offended by her post. But and she was let go after that. But she said that she was being headhunted. She felt like she wanted to be let go. They wanted to let her go for a long time, like more than probably after that one. I would say, I think she said what, probably before season 2 was starting. I think they wanted to let her go, which is insane to me. I mean, just because you have a difference of opinion doesn't mean that you should lose your job. And it's clear now, it's obviously clear as day that Disney only hires people with a specific agenda, like a specific political ideology in mind. And sure, I'm sure, like, people I know, like Chris Pratt and Tim Allen, they're not they don't believe in what they particularly believe in, but they don't. It seems like they don't fucking say a lot. I mean, Tim Allen got canned from from the ABC show he was doing because of the whole comparing Nazi thing, conservatives to Nazis thing too. So I understand. So yeah, I understand that Disney had to do that to him, but I don't know. I mean, it's fucking wild. I just don't understand why. I know we talked about. I know Matt and I talked about it last week, but still, my mind is blown that these fucking people always compare them, like, any situation, like, to either fucking the Holocaust or slavery when it comes to, like, race wars or whatever. Just, to me, it's just, don't go there. Just don't fucking go there. It's really that simple. It's just mad annoying. Like, you're not that oppressed in today's world. Even though I don't think Gina Carano should have been fired, I understand what Disney was doing, and clearly, I don't support Disney's decision in firing her. So honestly, I'm kind of done with Disney Star Wars. I've been done that for a while, but yeah, I mean, I liked The Mandalorian a lot, but now I'm, like, definitely done. Um, Now I heard that they wanted to target, what's her name, Rosario Dawson. Yeah, Rosario Dawson's her name. They're going after her now too over some crazy stuff. I think, was it her mom beat up, like, a transgender person or something? I don't remember exactly what. It was something along those lines, but it was something pretty crazy. But yeah, this whole, like, cancel culture thing needs to fucking stop. Just because you don't believe in the same shit that that you believe in, it just needs to stop. And the other thing that really blew my mind was that Gina met with the PR person of, I guess it was like the PR person of Disney. I don't know if it was her own PR person or it was, like, the PR person from Disney. But thing that she said was that, oh, I wanted to write up an apology, or like, she wants to write up her own apology, but they said no, you have to apologize this way and only this way, and then after that, you have to go on like a Zoom call with like 40 people of like their LGBTQ members, I guess leaders or whatever, and like basically she was like shouted at, like basically told her like she like all yelled at her for her tweets, which to me they were fucking hilarious. I mean, all she did was she people wrote beep bop, she wrote beep bop boop in her profile, on her like Twitter profile, as her, I guess, identity, as her gender, because you know how, because people on Twitter, they put like he, him, or she, her in their profiles, Twitter profiles, and for whatever reason that supports the transgender community. And when people were attacking her because she didn't have her pronouns in her profile, and all she did was she put beep bop boop in her profile, and people lost their shit. I mean, just people just get offended by a lot of things nowadays, and it's really fucking annoying to deal with. So, yeah, so I'm glad that she bounced back right away. She got work. She's get to work with Ben Shapiro. Even though I know a lot of people don't like Ben Shapiro, and he's all right. I don't mind him too much, but I'm curious to see like what how that movie does. Like I'm curious to see like what direction that movie goes and see how she does. I'm hoping nothing but the best for her. I'm hoping like this is like another alternative to like Hollywood and Disney or whatever, like people like teaming up, like actors and actresses teaming up with like different media companies, going independent, doing more indie stuff. I think that would really help. I think that would really help out a lot of people. And another thing I watched was there was a documentary on Hulu. I don't know if it was, I forget if it was, yeah, it's on Hulu. I remember that. It was an OnlyFans documentary. They interviewed about like five different people. I remember one was a couple. Like this chick was started when she was like a car mechanic or something. Another single woman, actually like two other single women and like a dude, and it just talks about their adventures of doing OnlyFans, like the consequences that comes with it, like how much money they've made through through 2020 because of the whole pandemic, everything that's going on in the world. Like, oh, you can't go out anymore, you shut down, and for some reason, a lot of people subscribe to people's OnlyFans. They say it's for like an intimate touch, but personally, I think it's a load of shit. I'm not trying to disrespect people who do OnlyFans accounts. I mean, you're free to do that, all that shit, whatever. Basically, be an online prostitute or whatever, but that's just not for me. I wouldn't want to date I wouldn't want to date someone who does an OnlyFans, who does that shit. I put out a tweet a while back. It was like one of those like posting their L's online accounts, and some I don't know if the tweet was real or not, but the the chick said that her younger brother found out that she had an OnlyFans, and like he said there's a disgrace. Like he told her like she was a disgrace for doing OnlyFans, and all I said was I wouldn't want my sister doing it. Excuse me. I wouldn't want my sister doing that shit either. So, and apparently, a lot of people got offended by that. I got called weird, like an incel, all this other fucking weird ass shit. But yeah, I thought, I mean, it was an interesting perspective, an interesting point of view. They can live their lives. If they want to do that, they can do that. It's just my stance is I don't want anything to do with people who do that. So good for the. All I can say is good for them. They make their money. They're happy. Whatever. I just feel like I shouldn't be attacked for saying an opinion that I wouldn't don't want anything to do with them. And I've been watching. If you don't know, I am an anime guy. I do like anime. I wouldn't call myself a weeb. My buddy Shane is more of a weeb than I am. I just finished Demon Slayer. I think it was last week. Yeah, last week I basically finished all of Demon Slayer, and let me tell you, that show is fucking wild. I love that show. The art, the it's probably the most beautiful animation that there is out there right now. Such a great show, great action, great story. Just it's just fucking awesome. If you're an anime person, if you like anime, you should definitely watch Demon Slayer. And if you don't know, basically demons killed this kid's family, and he become except his kills the demons kill this kid's family except for his sister. His sister is alive, but she turned into a demon. And basically, the protagonist of the show is doing his best to find a cure to turn her back into a human. And he goes across, and he tries to, and basically he joins the Demon Slayer Corps. They find out that his sister is a demon and he hasn't killed her, so that basically is breaking a code. And he basically has to defend her. And he explains his story. People get behind him and shit. And yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome. Like, it's a great show. A lot of fucking action, and beautiful animation. So I saw it on both Netflix and Hulu. So if you have one of those, you should definitely watch it. Let's see. Other than me watching shit, I started playing Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Now I know that's probably a surprise to some people. When it comes to like gaming, I don't game that often as much as I used to anymore, and I have a whole video game sleeve on my arm. I want to get back into it. It's just there's just not enough time in the day, and I'm always fucking tired. So, and I'm before this, I've never played a Zelda game. I mean, that's not particularly true. I've tried Breath of the Wild. It's just too open world for me. But my cousin recommended starting Ocarina of Time, and I did. I purchased it on 3DS, and I started a little bit of it, and I'm definitely gonna try to make my way, get through that game as much as I can. Like, make sure I fucking beat it because I respect the Zelda franchise. I respect it a lot. It was never something I played growing up. I was more of a Pokemon and a Mario kind of player when it came to Nintendo games. But all my Nintendo, like I have my 3DS upstairs, and most of my games are either Pokemon or Mario. So hope I will let you guys know next week how far I get in Ocarina of Time. And there's this and sad news is R.I.P. Daft Punk. They've broken up. That fucking sucks. I love all their music. Their music is just dope. They're like, I think they were really like the first techno group to hit the mainstream. My favorite song is Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. It's a great fucking song. It gets me going. It's one of those songs that just gets me fucking going. Um, and the only thing, and apparently, and today is the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. Speaking of it, um, so and they're dropping a couple of games later on in the year. Couple games later on in the year, they are dropping remakes. I don't know if they're remasters or remake. Oh, I think they're remasters of Diamond and Pearl, which is cool. I like Gen 4. Gen 4 is a great gen. I don't like the art style with. I don't like the style that they're going with. It looks like they're going like a chibi type style, but I'm willing to give it a chance. I like Gen 4. It's a good gen. There's a lot of great Pokemon in that generation. I just don't like Mount Coronet. And the other game that's supposed to release next year in early 2022, Pokemon Legends, that looks fucking dope. It's like they say it's a pre-Sinnoh game. It takes like right before I guess the development of Sinnoh, and you basically have to catch all the Pokemon and fill out the Pokedex, and I guess you discover the legend of Arceus or Arceus, they say. So I'm looking forward to that. That looks dope as fuck. And yeah, that's all I have this week. That's all I've been doing. I haven't been doing a lot. I'm trying to do more stuff. It's just I'm always fucking tired. And I guess that's it for this week's episode. I will try to have someone on next week. for the next week's episode. And catch y'all later.